Thank you, Richard. He's one hell of a man. Thank you, Richard. Great honor to be introduced by you. And thank you to a place called North Carolina. And I have these incredible women from North Carolina right over there. And they've been to, I shouldn't tell you, 129 different rallies. Can you believe it? Look how great they look. And their husbands love them. I don't know how the husbands do this. They travel all over, and finally we have one in North Carolina, nice and easy. It's nice and easy for you. No, they're incredible people. 129 rallies, it's great. But it's really tremendous to be back in this beautiful state with thousands and thousands of proud, hardworking American patriots, which is what you are. This is a nice arena. How about the people outside that can't get in? That's a lot of people, too. Would anybody like to give up your seats? Would anybody? You're just not generous people. As you know, 3 days ago, we officially defeated the worst president in the history of our country, crooked Joe Biden. He quit because he was losing so badly in the polls. He was down in every single poll and down by a lot, so he quit. But really, what happened was the leaders of the Democrat Party, in a very undemocratic move, the bosses, they said, either you get out or we're going to throw you out using the 25th Amendment. That's what happened. You know that. So what? Well, you know that. That's what happens. That's what happens. These are nasty people, the Democrats. So we better beat them or we're not going to have a country left. You're not going to have a country left. So now we have a new victim to defeat. Lion Kamala Harris. Lion. L-Y-I-N apostrophe. The most incompetent and far-left vice president in American history. By the way, they did a poll. She was rated the worst vice president in history. I've never seen that poll before, but that's the poll. Together, we will win North Carolina in an epic landslide. We're way ahead in the poll. You know, I was supposed to be nice. They say something happened to me when I got shot. I became nice. And when you're dealing with these people, they're very dangerous people. When you're dealing with them, you can't be too nice. You really can't be. So if you don't mind, I'm not going to be nice. Is that okay? As borders are, Kamala threw open our borders and allowed 20 million illegal aliens to stampede into our country from all over the world. As vice president, she cast the tie-breaking votes that created the worst inflation in a half a century, decimating middle-class families and hurting very badly, as you know, all people in North Carolina. And by the way, Laura says hello. Laura, do we love Laura? How good is Laura? She is terrific. She has done a tremendous job. You know, I'm saying it now because if I forget it later on, they'll say he's cognitively challenged. I don't want to be cognitively, no, but I want to thank her because she's unbelievable. She loves it. I'll introduce Michael in a couple of minutes, but I want to remember to introduce Laura. She's been a fantastic daughter-in-law and wife to Eric. And she happened to name her one beautiful daughter, you know what? Carolina. Carolina. Attack in Ukraine, how did that work out? Russia answered by launching the invasion just 5 days after she left. Putin laughed at her like she was nothing. She is nothing. She's so bad for us. Everything Kamala touches turns into a total disaster. She's destroyed San Francisco with her policies. Check out San Francisco. 20 years ago, it was the greatest city in our country. Today, it's not a livable city. She'll destroy our country if she's elected, so we won't let her be elected. We can't let that happen. Unbelievably, despite all of the damage she's caused, radical liberal Kamala Harris now wants a promotion to deliver 4 more years of chaos. We've had the worst 4 years. You know, I say about Biden, if you took the 10 worst presidents in the history of our country, added them up, they won't have done the damage that crooked Joe Biden has done. I mean, the history of our country. We have never done so well. Everybody was amazed by it. Other countries were copying us. We got hit with COVID. And when we did, we spent the money necessary so we wouldn't end up in a Great Depression, the likes of which we had in 1929. By the time we finished, so we did a great job. We got a lot of credit for the economy, a lot of credit for the military, and no wars, and so many other things. Everything was rocking good. But the thing we never got the credit for, and we should have, is getting us out of that COVID mess. He created mandates. That was a disaster for our country. But other than that, we had given them back a country where the stock market actually was higher than pre-COVID, and nobody thought that was even possible. The only jobs he created are for illegal immigrants and bounce-back jobs, a bounce-back from the COVID. He has not done a good job. He's done a poor job, and inflation's killing our country. It is absolutely killing us.
Thank you. President Biden?
Well, look, the greatest economy in the world. He's the only one who thinks that, I think. I don't know anybody else who thinks he had the greatest economy in the world.
Retribution is going to be success. We're going to make this country successful again, because right now it's a failing nation. My retribution is going to be success. But when he talks about a convicted felon, his son is a convicted felon at a very high level. His son is convicted, going to be convicted probably numerous other times. Should have been convicted before, but his Justice Department let the statute of limitations lapse on the most important things. But he could be a convicted felon as soon as he gets out of office. Joe could be a convicted felon with all of the things that he's done. He's done horrible things. All of the death caused at the border, telling the Ukrainian people that we're going to want $1 billion or you change the prosecutor. Otherwise, you're not getting $1 billion. If I ever said that, that's quid pro quo. That we're not going to do anything. We're not going to give you $1 billion unless you change your prosecutor having to do with the son. This man is a criminal. This man, you're lucky. You're lucky. I did nothing wrong. We'd have a system that was rigged and disgusting. I did nothing wrong.
Thank you, President Trump. President Biden.
To finish up, we now have the largest deficit in the history of our country under this guy. We have the largest deficit with China. He gets paid by China. He's a Manchurian candidate. He gets money from China. So I think he's afraid to deal with them or something. But do you notice he never took out my tariffs because we bring in so much money with the tariffs that I imposed on China. He never took them away. He can't because it's too much money. It's tremendous. And we saved our steel industries, and there was more to come. But he hasn't done that. But he hasn't cut the tariffs because he can't, because it's too much money. But he's got the largest deficit in the history of our country, and he's got the worst situation with China. China's going to own us if you keep allowing them to do what they're doing to us as a country. They are killing us as a country, Joe, and you can't let that happen. You're destroying our country.
So, President Trump, you have 67 seconds left. The question was, what are you going to do to help Americans in the throes of addiction right now who are struggling to get the treatment they need?
Jake, we were doing very well in addiction until the COVID came along. We had the 2.5, almost 3 years of like nobody's ever had before, any country, in every way. And then we had to get tough. And it was the drugs pouring across the border it started to increase. We got great equipment. We bought the certain dog that's the most incredible thing that you've ever seen, the way they can spot it. We did a lot. And we were getting very low numbers, very, very low numbers. Then he came along. The numbers, have you seen the numbers now? It's not only the 18 million people that I believe is even low, because the gotaways, they don't even talk about gotaways. But the numbers of the amount of drugs and human trafficking in women coming across our border, the worst thing I've ever seen, at numbers that nobody's ever seen under him because the border's so bad. But the number of drugs coming across our border now is the largest we've ever had by far.
President Trump, thank you. President Biden?
Fentanyl and the byproducts of fentanyl went down for a while.
Everybody by now has seen this footage. We're going to show it to you again just to recap the events quickly here. Last night while Trump was speaking in Butler, Pennsylvania, shots rang out. I counted about 8 to 10 shots. You guys can count here. We are going to show you again how exactly and when exactly that went down. Take a look.
We see something that said, take a look at what happened.
Now, to be clear, a lot of people have pointed this out. Brandon Tatum, another fellow commentator, pointed out that Trump turning his head may have saved his life, right? Because we know that his ear was clipped. I know there have been conflicting reports. Yesterday, as information was coming out, some people were saying that his ear got clipped by glass from the teleprompter. Trump himself has said that he was shot in the ear. And if we have more up-to-date information or if that transforms, we'll let you know. But he turned his head. And gratefully, it looks like only his ear was grazed throughout this incident. And beyond that, in a moment that we will never forget, of course, Trump stopped the Secret Service from stripping him off stage so that he could stop and signal to...
Shout out. And my prayers go out to the 103 people, 104 people in Chicago that got shot. My prayers go out to the 19 people in their family that got murdered during the 4th of July weekend. How the hell did Trump, aka Santa Claus, how the hell did Trump, Christopher Columbus, become more important than our babies? Never mind. Never mind. Are you not entertained? Is this not why you're here?
American people, and all of this confusion, all this craziness, having just survived an assassination attempt, it was his priority to signal to the American people that it was going to be okay. Take a look at Trump. I refuse to believe that.
I don't believe none of it. None of it? Absolutely none of it. And see, the story, the way it played out, oh, they definitely turned somebody's TV off. They definitely had somebody that had some type of programming, a kid that don't even fit this type of caliber. What is the picture that's being painted? That a nerd with no training can figure out how to outsmart the most sophisticated, intelligent agency that's ever been created, which is the CIA and FBI, and creep past the police and their security. Nigga, I've done security jobs before. That's why when I had conversations with a certain female, and I'm sitting up there thinking, and I'm having this conversation with her, like, nigga, he got on a roof. Oh, bitch, shut up. Respectfully. Bitch, shut the fuck up. And stay in a bitch's place when you talking to a man that's dealing with military shit. Bitch, shut the fuck up. I done seen so many videos with so many social service, with so many military dudes said that this was the ultimate F up. You gonna tell me you got the most controversial nigga besides Hassan Campbell and Charleston White, which is Donald Trump in this country, at a podium and somebody clapped his ear off? Take the what and lit the what? Your mother. Don't call me stupid. You stupid.
not going to be deluded by anybody's press conference. I'm not going to be deluded by the insistence from all of these media mocking.
We fighting evil. Make no mistake about that. We are definitely fighting some type of evil. And see, what you got to understand is, right, with us fighting this evil, you got to understand that, for one, Trump went somewhere where he felt like he was going to be protected. And somebody left a ladder. They tried to backdoor him and let one of the weakest niggas in the country try to clap him. I whip your head, boy. You know that I will. I whip your head, boy, with the back of the steel. Y'all try to let a weakling rock his snot. Hit him in the. Y'all tried to let a weak nigga rock Trump. And y'all talking about the fans ain't watching. No, niggas is telling. No, they watching. They got cameras everywhere. They watching. When you think, they replay what you thinking on social media. They watching. They listening. Huh? The lights got cameras. The toll bridges got cameras. Your elevators got cameras. The front of your buildings got cameras. Your baby's got child support. Wah! Soon as your child is born, they want a social security number. Wah! Soon as she apply for welfare. Wah! You got child support. Wah! You think this is a game? Are you not entertained? Is this not why you here? You get in the elevator, there's a camera. You go over the toll bridge, there's a camera. You get in the supermarket, there's a reward system with a camera recording. Would you like your receipt? Email, or would you like it printed? You can have whatever you like. Because you can have whatever you like. Huh? When you go to the hospital, they take your placenta and they tracing your placenta back to the first women of civilization, which used to be in Africa. Now they bringing you to a woman that was in America. Huh? Because you can have whatever you like. Who's really the chosen people? The ones over there in Africa? Because every time they destroy a nation, they change their name. So Kemet went to be in Egypt. A Mexican, which was America. Kemet and Mexico, one nation that was divided. So now when Mexicans come to America, this is their land. It was connected, and the people, the penny, the copper, the penny. It's just me and you are being replaced right in front of our faces. But what are we really talking about? What you gonna do when these Hulkamaniacs? See, I don't know how to be a sucker. I don't know how to play Gilly and Wallow and act like I'm giving you. Hold up, wait. You see that traffic light right there? When it turns green, you stop. And when you stop, it turns red, then it turns green, and you walk across. I don't know how to be a sucker like that. I don't know how to be a sucker like that. Wait. Today's your day. It's going to be your day. It's going to be a blessed day. You got to get up early. You got to work hard. You got to pray. You got to shut the fuck up. But nigga, I don't know how to be like that. I'm that nigga that's going to tell you, pay attention to your circle before they hurt you. Because they smile in your face all the while. They want to take your place. These are the same niggas that gave you a blanket with smallpox. Here, take these smallpox. These are the same niggas all over social media. They telling you that their first recipe that they gave you was false. but you can still go to the supermarket and get some tomatoes with a second recipe. And if you take too much of them doses, see, here's the thing. They don't have to educate you about what they're doing to your food, because your responsibility is to get your own food. But if you decide to share your food, you can go to jail. If you decide to catch rainwater, the same rainwater, yo, let me tell you, when it rains, the rainwater, what it does to my plants is phenomenal. I be watering my plants with the hose, that faucet water that we be drinking, that tap water that they make you think that you ain't drinking when you go to the store. But it's something about that rainwater that activates life in your plants. One rain that'll come, I'll be so strong. When you look at your plants, it look like superpowers. But that shit that you drinking out of your faucet, that shit that you eating out of your supermarket, that punani that you stroking, do you mind if I stroke you up? I don't mind. Do you mind if I stroke it? I don't mind. That punani all over Texas, 40,000 people going to see the doctor in just one weekend? Y'all having that much bad sex? Ooh, child. Listen, man. You see this? These are dates. I don't want these type of bumps on my pickle. I don't want these type of bumps on my pickle. Are you kidding me? No. So you telling me in Texas, Jay Prince, y'all got this on your pee-pee in Texas? And you talking about Cameron and Mace? Ew.